Seasons, greetings, happy holidays to you, and for my final video 2021, it is Q&A time, my favourite type of video to film, answering your DJ related questions which you have been sending in via my YouTube community posts and also Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, why not? Why not get involved? DM me if you have followed me from YouTube, I will follow you back. Let's get straight into the questions. First and foremost, do you ever think about giving up? If you do, why? If not, what keeps you so dedicated? I also received a similar question about how long I see my DJ career for at the age of 35, 40, 50. Firstly, to address age, I don't think with DJing you can put an age on it. I will keep DJing for as long as I still enjoy doing it and as long as I feel like I'm able to deliver a quality night. I've always said to myself, if I don't enjoy DJing anymore or if I don't really feel like I'm giving a good quality night anymore, then that is the time to give up. And to be honest, like, I don't feel like you can put an age on it. That's my own personal perspective anyway. Completely get it though, like, I'm not getting any younger and the crowd are getting younger, so that might be a small factor to consider, but I don't think it's the main consideration. In terms of what keeps me so dedicated, I love sharing music with an audience. I love entertaining a crowd. That is what keeps me dedicated. It is what I love to do. Question number 2, any idea on how to get stereo sound output on the Pioneer DJ DDJ 200 since it doesn't have a sound card built in? I don't have this device, however, from what I know, you can only get mono sound to your speakers. The DDJ 200 is a great entry-level device if you are DJing at home to parties, etc. And you need to use the split cable that actually comes in the box. One part will go to your headphones and one part will go to the sound system, and you need to use the mono split function in your DJ software in order to get output to both your headphones and your speakers. However, mono split is as good as it comes on the DDJ 200. Stereo sound I don't think is a thing on that device, sorry to say. Next question then, why did you leave your Friday residency after 15 years? First and foremost, yes, I recently left a Friday residency, long-standing residency. If you haven't seen that video or that vlog, please check out the link in the description down below. Why did I leave? First and foremost, here in the UK, if you are a resident DJ in a nightclub for anything more than about 5 years, I think you are doing very, very well. I always said to myself that I wanted to leave that venue that is very dear to me on a high. The night is as strong as it ever has been. It's a 1600 capacity venue and we were hitting 4 figures in terms of attendance every single week on week. So I wanted to leave on a high first and foremost. But second of all, I felt like I had nothing more to really give that venue. I got to that point where I was in a happy place with it. I had some amazing nights there and I wanted to hand over that night in a really strong position for the next DJ. For me as well, it was time to venture onto other things. So it just felt like a natural close to me. No doubt I will be back for the odd nights here and there. I'm still in very close contact with the management team there. So I do want to come back for the odd 1 or 2, but in terms of like an every week thing, I just felt for me it came to like a natural close. Next question then. Favourite subscriber. I don't actually have a favourite. If you've ever viewed a video of mine, if you've ever commented, given it a like, if you have subscribed, I'm grateful to absolutely every single one of you. Without you guys watching, without you guys tuning in, there would be no channel, to be quite honest. And to be honest, I'm about to break 1,000 subscribers, which I never thought I would ever do, to be honest, since I started. So I'm grateful to absolutely everyone, and thank you for the continued support and also the positivity, largely in the comments down below. Did you ever use vinyl, Karl, or did you start with CDs? Very good question. I actually started on a mixture of vinyl, CD, and also cassette. Who remembers those? My first ever gig was a kid's birthday party, and I had literally a hi-fi system that had like 2 cassette decks at the bottom, a multi-disc changer, and a little vinyl turntable on the top. And that's how I started DJing. It wasn't really DJing, it was playing song after song. And I just worked out that you could transition between a CD and a cassette song very, very quickly. You couldn't beat match or anything like that, or mix, but you could just transition very quickly. So that's why I used the hi-fi. And then I reinvested the money that I earned, very little amounts of money I will add, from those little kids' parties that I did, and also a paper round at the time, into my first set of decks, which were a pair of vinyl decks. I had a lot of garage music on vinyl back in the day, and so my first bit of DJing and proper mixing, you could say, was on vinyl. I then moved across to CD because I had a big CD collection as well, and now I'm on digital, so all of my songs are on a laptop. But yeah, mixture of everything. I don't miss lugging around loads of vinyl records everywhere, but I do miss DJing on vinyl. There's a feel to vinyl that you just cannot get or can't replicate when you're DJing digitally. So that bit I do miss. But yeah, I guess I first learnt to properly mix on vinyl. What direction do I think music will go in 2022? This is a very, very difficult question. When it comes to dance music, I feel that tech house is kind of, here in the UK anyway, tech house was kind of the sound of 2022. Everyone seems to be playing tech house at the moment. But I feel like that market is very, very saturated now because, and you can always tell this because we're getting now a lot of old school R&B remixes in tech house versions. And it's the same what happened with garage. When they start not producing original stuff, but you're getting a lot of remixes, you can pretty much tell that the genre's on its way out. That's my feeling anyway. I feel like we need a new kind of twist on house music in 2022. Where do we buy tickets for the Karl Thomas DJ Tour 2022? I wish I was going on tour in 2022. In fact, if any agents are watching this and you feel like I've got a big enough following, then that's probably not going to happen. Please hook me up. I'm very, very keen to do a tour, and the people want it. It's been asked on a question, so you know, we'd get one person attend at least. What is your favourite ever Rubik's gig? So Rubik's is the venue that I left after 15 years. So hard to pinpoint one particular gig because there's been so many memories that I have of that venue that I'm so fond of. I think a real highlight for me was 2014-15. We had Labyrinth on stage. He was a big pop star at the time, and it was also a paint party, and he performed. The crowd were in the palm of his hand, and then when the paint came on, he also did a crowd surf as well. So it was an absolutely electric atmosphere. Really, really fond memory of that night. Is it too late to start DJing in 2022? The answer is no. I would say there's never a time that's too late to start DJing, and yes, you could argue that the market is very, very saturated. Here in the United Kingdom, there are lots of DJs. There is you know, more supply than there is demand. And it's probably a similar situation elsewhere in the world. However, if you are passionate about it, if you are really, really keen to get started, and if you have the right mindset, then you will be successful. If you practice at home every day, if you get the right music library, and if you network, speak to the right people, you will get gigs. You just have to be very, very persistent with it. You have to keep trying. You have to put yourself out there. What I would say is, all the time that you are thinking about starting as a DJ, somebody else has already started. So if you thought about it, if you love it, stop thinking about it and get started. That is the key to starting anything. And you do not know how successful you will be until you start. So that's what you need to do. In fact, I'm probably going to make a video covering this topic specifically on the channel very, very soon. Next and final question, what you're looking forward to in 2022? I'm looking forward to, hopefully, and fingers crossed, a year of complete normality. So here in the UK, I think we're in probably a bit of a better position than a lot of other countries in the world, but nightclubs only came back in the summertime, really. Previous to that, we had like sit-down gigs where people couldn't get up and dance. And now as we move into the winter, there's obviously been a lot more things up in the air about, are we going to close? Are we going to remain open? I'm hoping next year, and what I'm really looking forward to, is a year of complete normality and complete consistency. That is what I'm very, very hopeful for as well. On a personal note, what I'm looking forward to is actually traveling a little bit more as well. I haven't left the country to go on holiday for a good couple of years now, so I really do want to travel and get out there once again. So there we have it, guys, my Q&A finishing off 2021. I wish you all a very, very happy new year. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, click down there. And if you haven't seen that DJ vlog where I left my residency after 15 years, click up there somewhere. All the very best for 2022, and I will see you very soon.